You have no authority over me.
First of all, we have the authority granted to us by the law. We never said you were breaking the law.
They act like policy enforcers, but you guys are, by your very name, policy enforcers, police.
Why? You're on my property. There's a no trespass sign. Get the. You're not. You're no longer welcome here.
I know that. I've been doing this for kind of a while now.
This video is not just a typical confrontation, but also serves as evidence of how law enforcement can violate citizens' rights and mishandle situations when they lack proper legal understanding. Welcome back to our channel, and if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to motivate us for future videos. By refusing to provide ID, the citizen not only defends their personal freedom, but also highlights the importance of police compliance with the law and respect for individual rights. In this article, we will analyze the situation from multiple perspectives, including the right to film in public, requests for ID, and related legal aspects, to better understand the event and the valuable lessons it offers. "You're doing your job, but you must respect my rights" is a precise and assertive statement from the citizen directed at the police.
Yeah.
I gotta do my job. And it's
You
my
do
job
your
to
job.
Okay,
But your
then
job
do it.
requires you to respect my rights and to get the fuck off.
The police infringing on a citizen's private property is a serious act and a violation of the citizen's right to privacy under the Constitution. In this situation, the citizen mentioned filing complaints up to 6 times without receiving an appropriate resolution, highlighting issues of management and oversight within the police department. The police's continued requests for the citizen's ID after repeated complaints of property infringement demonstrate a lack of respect for the citizen's rights and a violation of the Fourth Amendment in the absence of a legitimate reason. Law enforcement must have a lawful basis and specific grounds when requesting personal information, and they should not abuse their authority to violate a citizen's privacy. 8.
Yeah, not being a peacekeeper. How many times have I asked you to leave my property in the last 2 minutes, sir?
Hey, John.
Name and badge number first.
Hey, real quick. 520.
Name and badge number.
Hernandez, 535, Johnny Hernandez.
Before you say anything, let me just, with what's going on. How many times have I asked you to leave my property?
A couple times.
Okay. Why are you still on my property?
You know why we're here?
I know why you're here. I could care less why you're
Why
here.
am I here?
Probably because I had a conversation with a neighbor on her porch that I just had a few things.
Is this the elderly woman?
It's the old hunchback, what I call her, hunchback.
I understand y'all had a conversation, whatever y'all had to do. Hold on.
Sure.
She asked you to leave, and you left, correct?
Stop the
So
conversation.
the reason we're here is we want to get your side of the story
Mm.
and figure out what's going on. But here's where we're at. Station, I don't really know, escalated a little bit.
No, it just,
So
I called her.
So she doesn't want you back.
me that, but that's fine.
Okay,
You guys
so
have
what
notified
we're
me.
going to do is this can be a criminal trespass warning. That's all it is.
Sure.
Basically a piece of. So, what's your last name, John?
Now, hold on. Now that before I answer any questions, I need an attorney present. I can't answer any questions,
Well,
including.
you're not under arrest, so.
Well, you're saying that pass.
No, sir.
Hold on. Let me.
Oh, go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
And I just want to make this very clear. You've officially noted you have badge cams, any kind of body cams.
Yeah.
You have body cams.
No, body might.
I live at 152 Tanglewood Drive. You have informed me that I'm not to go on that lady's property. I will not go on that lady's to my property. I have nothing else to say to you. I have no other information to give to you unless I have an attorney present. Now, the 6th time, I will be filing a complaint against both of you that I've asked you to leave my property.
I don't care.
Trespassing sign.
Yes, so we're going to fill this
You saw
out,
the no
and
trespassing
we'll leave
sign.
it for you. Look, I've been letting you talk. Let me talk.
I pay
So
your
we're gonna fill
salary. You
this
don't
out.
pay my salary.
I pay my own salary too, thank you.
Sure.
So
Well,
we're going to fill this out, and you don't have to sign even up there, and you can acknowledge it if you want to acknowledge it. Doesn't matter to me, but if you go back over there after today,
Says I'm
and
aware of
we see
what
you
it-
there, you're going to go to jail.
I don't care. I won't.
Okay.
I won't ever have anything to do with that nasty
Okay,
old
well,
hunchback
hey,
bitch.
listen, then okay,
but your
then
job
do it.
requires you to respect my rights
doesn't
and to get the fuck off. To
That's
get the
fine.
fuck off my property. You do not have a right just because you have a badge and a gun. It's not a crown. Get the.
Once
Leave
we
it at
fill
the
this
gate.
out, okay.
Leave it at the gate.
I still have to explain.
Okay. Now I'm going to call for emergency services passing, and I I would like you both given a trespass warning. Would you write yourself a trespass warning, please? If you're ever on my property again,
What?
I'm going to defend my property.
Okay.
And just, now will you get the f*** off my property?
Yeah, when we're done with that.
Okay, so you're not going to get off my property.
Not until we're done with
Good.
that.
If a police officer invades a citizen's privacy without lawful grounds, such an action is considered a violation of the citizen's rights. In this case, the officer's qualified immunity while performing their duties may no longer apply, and they could be held legally accountable for their actions.
Do you understand that if you violate my constitutional rights, that you lose your qualified? I'm glad you get that. Gate and release my dog. So if you could clear the way. Excuse me. Yeah, he's very, he's defensive. Listen, I'm closing the gate. If you'd like to leave, you're welcome to leave. I'm asking you to leave. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Come on, Mikey. 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 25, 26. At least you have the smarts to move. You shoot my dog, I'll defend my property. 30. Mikey, come on. He's already outside. Dumbasses. Get the f*** off my property, you stupid. At least you have the smarts to get the f*** off the property. He's too dumb to bite you anyway. Now, get the f*** off my gate. I don't give a f***. You guys don't have honorable jobs. I know you think you have. Watch this.
I really don't care, to be honest.
I got good kids, but watch. This is what I taught my kids. The idea of what you do is honorably. You
fine.
Don't.
Man, you can stop talking because I'm not listening.
It was
to
good. Then get the f*** off. Hey, come on, get the f*** off. Get the f*** off. Do I need to grab you and get you the f*** off my property?
You can go to jail if you do that.
Why? You're on my property. There's a no trespass sign.
I'm here lawfully.
Get the f***. You're not. You're no longer. Go. Go.
I am.
Go.
No, sir.
Go.
Not until I'm done with this.
Go. Get the f*** off my property.
Step back, sir.
Do you not understand?
Step back.
Get the f*** off of my property. Get the f***
You're about
off
6'1", right?
of my property.
You're about 6'1".
I can tell you how big my dick is. Man. You just, see, this is the ego part. This is the part where if you didn't have an ego, be honorable men. But your ego makes you cowards.
Do what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look.
Thank you. Get the fuck off the fence. You're not welcome here anymore. You've been officially trespassed.
Protecting citizens' rights is a fundamental basis for maintaining legitimacy and integrity within the legal system. Individuals or authorities exercising power must comply with the law and respect the rights of citizens. The police were quick to hunt for the citizen's ID as soon as they stepped out of the vehicle.
You're gonna let your ego violate my right because you're telling me you better not be disrespectful to me. You're a public
I'm
servant.
not giving you a hard time.
You better not give me a hard time.
Florida Statute 901.151 is primarily based on the principles and rights protected by the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, serving as a critical regulation concerning police authority and citizens' rights when being stopped or searched. This law does not permit officers to request ID without lawful grounds, or if the request does not align with the conditions for a stop and search. Florida Statute 901.151 protects citizens from unreasonable stops or searches. It ensures that law enforcement must have a reasonable and legal basis for such actions while respecting the rights of citizens.
How you guys doing?
I'm all right, brother. How's it going? No, thank you.
All right, can we see your IDs?
Let me see your ID.
Sergeant Christian Rogers.
No, your ID with your address and all that on
Okay,
there.
if I see your ID,
So what you want to see my ID for?
film our
Officer Rogers.
That's against the law? What law is it against?
officer is your ID.
Because I thought
I'm
Florida...
identifying you,
Getting
sir.
your
I
Absolutely not.
thought Florida Penal Code 901.1 when I'm in the commission of a crime, about to commit a crime, or have committed a crime.
So right
That's
now,
Florida
I'm
Penal Code
conducting a criminal
901.1.
investigation
Well,
because
go
you're
ahead and
filming
investigate.
I don't have to
the
investigate. I don't have to communicate.
Can I see your
No.
ID?
Not until you can tell me what crime.
The back of a security.
What crime have I
Can
committed?
be seen from public.
None of your business. None of your business.
You know what? That's not even necessary. If you want to know why we're filming it, I just told you.
You're not seeing my ID.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so if that's.
Who are you?
Sir, yes, I do.
I got your head. Let me see your license. I want to see where you lay your head at tonight. If you want to see where I lay my
What's your name and your badge number?
So what's your name?
Thank you. What's your name and your badge number?
You don't have a name. Okay.
And your name and your badge number?
Your buddies call you D.
And your name and your badge number?
Is there a legal reason you want my ID? Or do you just want to identify?
My badge number is 564.
Thank you. You would like to, my rights to do
How
so.
am I violating your rights by
But because Florida Penal Code 901.151 states that the only time I need to give you my ID, crime or in the process of committing a crime. So what you need to do is give me reasonable, articulable suspicion that I'm breaking the law.
You're filming the back.
That's not crime. And this is a governmental facility, and I have every right to come out and record you guys in the course of your duties. So what crime am I breaking? That 5 times. You don't need to know. Who are you?
The Supreme Court is over you, buddy. You don't trump the Supreme Court. We can film this.
You're sitting up here, you're going to let your ego violate my
I'm not
rights.
having an ego whatsoever.
You're going to let your ego violate my rights because you're telling me
I'm not
servant.
giving you a hard time.
You better not give me a hard time. You're a public servant.
You're absolutely right.
And you're going to respect me as the public. And you're not. But I haven't disrespected you.
No, I'm asking to get your identification.
And I'm telling you, and you're asking me, and I'm respectfully declining no, too, because you haven't shown me yours.
What's your purpose here? Yeah. What are you figure out why exactly you guys are filming our police station?
It's not your police. This is our police station. It's not your police station. You work here. I allow you to work here.
You allow me to work.
Yes, by paying my. It's to get a response like this from people who think they can just come up and tell you. To get a response from a law enforcer whose job is to enforce law from law-abiding citizens. It's suspicious. You can't deem a lawful activity suspicious.
Every day somebody's out here filming our back of the station. 2 guys.
Probably.
Just filming the back of the station.
Suspicious.
It's alarming us.
It does, to whose definition?
To our safety.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, felony or misdemeanor?
Suspicion?
Yeah.
Suspicion is not a crime.
So it's not a crime, so it's not a law, so you don't have anything to enforce. Okay, but is that against the law?
I didn't say it was against the law.
Okay, then thank you. What is your name and your badge number?
1006.
Thank you. What is your name and your badge number, Sergeant?
Right now.
What is your name and your badge number, Sergeant? Kick rocks. To make sure you don't talk to me.
This citizen deserves a medal of bravery for standing up and fighting to protect his legal rights through his knowledge. He truly defeated 8 officers in front of the police station. His act of holding a camera to record is also clearly not a violation of the law, as it is protected under the First Amendment.
For you to be
I'm not getting his name and his badge number like he's not a public servant. Make sure you don't talk to me then.
And that's how he behaves in front of
Is your body cam running?
That's not Sergeant.
Is your body cam
There
on?
was no crime committed, and he came out in the
You don't have a body cam? But why?
But that's
Okay,
illegal.
but give me Florida Penal Code 901.151. Give me that penal code. Hey man, why you walking up behind me like that, man?
You're impeding traffic, sir.
That's not cool, man. Don't walk up. You got a gun, man. Don't walk up behind me like that.
You guys want to make a scene? You guys want to...
No, you're making a scene. We didn't approach anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You guys are filming on $300 phones. If you want to film for professionally and you want to get a good scene,
A $300 phone.
good equipment and film.
This is a Galaxy S7, buddy.
What's your purpose, bro?
Hey, listen.
So what?
What is your purpose?
Let me talk to you.
Like,
To
real,
come
man,
out.
to me,
I
what's your
told
purpose
you
of
already.
filming it?
Come out and exercise the free right. Freedom. I wanted to come out and exercise freedom and see how this guy's gonna respond to me. And that's exactly what happened. I talked to you. You didn't want to identify yourself. I don't want to talk. Anything you can say to me, you can say in front of my friend here. You have no authority over me.
First of all, we have the authority granted to us by the law. We never said you were breaking the law.
Right.
Okay?
I break the law. You have no authority over me.
And he's a sergeant.
And he's a sergeant.
But after we told you that I didn't want to ID
Are
you,
you in any way, shape, or form?
yes, you were. If your camera's rolling down.
Not really. We just want to record and be left alone.
All right, have fun. Did I give you a hard time at all?
Can you take this officer with you?
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
I really wish you guys would have never approached us. Either just say hello, how you doing? Because this is the image that the police department.
The image they're going to see of you. Thank you, sir.
No,
Okay.
When police violate a citizen's rights during a stop and search, it can lead to disciplinary or legal action against the officers. Citizens have the right to ask officers to provide the reason for the stop and search and can refuse to cooperate if there is no lawful basis or if the officer's request exceeds their authority. In contrast to the first situation where the police infringed on a citizen's private property, this time the issue involves allegations related to a citizen filming in a public place. followed by the police checking the citizen's ID.
I refuse to give my name. I mean,
Okay,
I didn't do anything.
Jail, and you can sit in jail until they figure out what your name is.
I mean, I didn't do anything wrong.
Is that what you would prefer to do on this beautiful day?
The female officer in this video exhibits an arrogant and unfriendly attitude towards the citizen, which constitutes a severe abuse of power. The demand for ID by the police in a situation where the citizen is filming on the sidewalk, a public area outside the entrance of the facility shown in the video, is an infringement of the Fourth Amendment.
Can I ask you to go across the street video?
Well, the employee right there just assaulted me.
He did not assault you, video. He did not touch your camera. He put his hand in front of your camera.
He made skin to contact with.
Private property here. You need to go across the street on video. This is private property.
I'm waiting for the cops.
You can go across the street and shut the video off. This is private property.
Yeah, I got the backup camera going. He reached to touch me. I don't got to answer questions. I don't got to answer questions, man. To me and been respect for it instead of getting in my face.
You leave the property.
I'm not fleeing the scene.
You can't walk by this truck area. It's too dangerous.
You guys don't own the sidewalk.
This is our property right here. If you're out the police, we'll ask you to leave. They've been contacted. Now, you can stop videotaping that.
No.
You're on private property.
Safety, so.
In Iowa, the laws regarding stops and requests for ID from citizens differ from those in some other states, particularly when compared to federal regulations or those in other states. In Iowa, police do not have the legal authority to request ID from a citizen solely based on a stop or check unless they have a valid reason for arrest. This means that even if the police have reasonable articulable suspicion, RAS, they cannot demand ID from a citizen without a clear legal basis to do so. In Iowa, the legal regulations on stops and ID requests are very strict, requiring police to have a valid reason and clear legal grounds to request ID from a citizen. This helps protect citizens' rights and prevent abuse of power by law enforcement agencies. Furthermore, the freedom of speech and press guaranteed by the First Amendment also allows citizens to record what happens on public streets without interference. This not only protects individual privacy, but also ensures that the actions of law enforcement can be monitored and reviewed by the public, thereby reinforcing transparency and accountability in law enforcement.
What are you doing? They want you trespassed from Quaker because they just don't want you videoing on their property. Do you have ID on you?
I'm on public property.
That you were over by Quaker.
Private property.
But Quaker wants you trespassed from their property, which is fine. It's not like so because you were videoing them, they just don't want you there, which is fine. That's their decision. So I get you weren't on there. They just don't want you to come back. You understand?
Can't be trespassed because I was never on the.
They want you. If they don't want you on their property again, they can trespass you. That's their.
I was never on their property.
Okay, but
Okay, but I can't
you
be.
understand what I'm saying?
I can't be trespassed for something I've never done.
They don't want you on their property from a property if that's what they want. So in order to trespass you, you're going to need to provide with your neighbor some type of identity. Okay?
I mean,
Okay, then
I didn't do
You
anything.
can sit in jail until they figure out what your name is.
I mean, I didn't do anything wrong.
Is that what you would prefer to do on this beautiful day? Get your name, tell you not to go back to Quaker, and then you can go on your way, which is what I prefer to do.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, how can you guys trust me, pass me for something I ain't done? I don't get that.
Quaker can do what they want. If they don't want you on
Okay. I mean, like, so just because they're Quaker, they could trespass me off public property. Walk.
Quaker's property.
Yeah, their property.
Here's what I'm saying. It's not a big telling you is you can't go back to Quaker on their
So, like,
property.
This sidewalk, you want to walk the sidewalk all day.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I'm not saying anything, but next time one of them assault me, it's gonna turn out different. That's all I'm saying.
And you just can't go on to Quaker's property.
I was never on their property.
Okay, but they don't want you on their property.
Okay, that's fine. I'll give my name.
Okay.
I'll give my name.
Do you have ID on you at all?
No, I do not.
Okay, what's your name?
A notable case related to public filming in Iowa occurred in 2019 at a courthouse in Des Moines. A citizen was filming in front of the local courthouse, recording activities taking place in the courthouse's public areas, including officials and staff working there. While filming, police arrived at the scene and requested the citizen's ID. However, the citizen refused, arguing that they had the right to film in public without being asked for ID. The Iowa court concluded that requesting ID from a citizen in a situation where they are filming in front of a public facility like a courthouse is not legal unless the police have a valid legal reason to do so. The court emphasized that filming in public areas is a protected right and cannot be restricted or require ID without a clear legal basis. The court also highlighted that filming in public areas is a right protected by the First Amendment, allowing citizens not only to film but also to take photographs. This means that demanding ID in this context is an infringement on the freedom of speech and freedom of the press.
Yeah.
And I'm not really answering any more questions.
Okay. I don't care. I'm just making conversation.
That's all I'm giving is my name, and that's it. I mean, since they chased me away from down there by assaulting me, I am going to go back and get what I need. That I was looking for.
What was that?
I don't got to answer questions.
Okay, you can take whatever photo you don't go up on their side of the property.
Nope, I was never over the wall.
What's that?
I was never over the wall.
Part, you know, the sidewalk, that's what the sidewalk is. Stay on the sidewalk.
Yep, that's where I was.
Don't go in the grass. That's theirs. But see, these lovely things, like the road, the city's been putting them in all over, so that's, just don't go that side. The grass, the green stuff.
Yeah. I've been doing this for kind of a while now.
Yep. Fortunately, we all have.
Like I said, just don't. You said you walk the sidewalk. That's fine. Don't go on the Quaker's property, okay? Property.
If that's the case, I never went on their property, so I don't see the point of them calling you. Because there was no crime act.
What you were doing. That's the reason they called. Okay? Like I said, it's not a big deal.
I mean, him touching me is going to be seen by a lot of.
Where did he touch you at?
He went and reached for my
Right
camera.
down here on the sidewalk?
Yeah, right down there. He reached for my camera.
Okay, just make sure you don't go on their property, okay?
Well, I already know that. So, not only did they trespass me from a property I've never been on. Like I said to you guys, if you guys got any suggestions on what I should do in this situation as of right now, because like I said, I am new to the auditing. That is
when police threaten or arrest a citizen without reasonable grounds or merely based on unclear suspicion, they violate the individual's personal freedom and legal protection under the Fourth Amendment. When these rights are infringed upon, it underscores the importance of citizens understanding and protecting their constitutional rights while also condemning abuses of fundamental rights by authorities. Understanding one's rights and responsibilities in situations involving law enforcement is crucial for every citizen, especially considering the specific privileges granted by each state in the United States. Is this how the police stand when speaking with a citizen? Do they truly respect the person they are addressing?
I'm asking you, who has the responsibility for who?
You don't have a responsibility.
In the video below, a citizen defends the rights of a young woman. She was traveling in her private car, and the police could not provide any evidence proving that she was engaged in a commercial activity for personal gain. Yet, they still impounded her vehicle. Citizens have the right to travel on public roads without needing a driver's license unless they are engaged in commercial activities as stipulated by the Constitution. According to constitutional law, Section 329, page 1135, it states, "Personal freedom includes the right to move, the right to change circumstances, and the right to travel to any place of one's choice without being detained or restricted, except in accordance with due process of law." This means that the citizen is not obligated to present ID to the police in this situation.
So as of now, everybody here is under citizen's arrest. I know that doesn't matter to you guys because you're law breaking. What's that? What do you mean negative?
We're not under arrest.
Why aren't you under arrest? I just placed you under arrest. I'm a citizen.
Doesn't work that
You guys are committing a felony. Are you resisting? So you're resisting arrest.
No, sir. Doesn't work that way.
How does it not work that way? I'm aware of the law.
Okay.
Citizen's arrest in Arizona?
Well, for
If a-
certain situations.
Yeah,
yes.
if somebody, and what's the situation? Situation for a citizen to place you under arrest.
Sorry.
What's
you can
this?
You can either go on.
I know what the situation is what you're committing a class 6 felony. Then I can
What's
place
that?
you under arrest. Unlawful arrest, kidnapping,
No.
breaking and entering. You sure? Now what about this car says it's a state vehicle? Cool to you?
Sir, I'm not going to do this with you.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Look, sir, what's your name? BM, I don't know what kind of name that is. Swarangan guy. No wonder I didn't get it. You're a lieutenant, right? Does she have with the
We're
state?
not going to discuss this with you.
Let me understand something. How do you have authority? Where do you think your authority come from? What's that?
Where does your authority come from?
I'm responsible for you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Who pays your bills? Where does that money come from? Where does that money come from? The people, right?
Yeah, and I'm the people.
Yeah, I'm the people.
I'm the people.
You're a public servant right now. Servant.
please.
I'm the people.
All right.
Okay, so you're my responsibility, correct?
You can go
Who
on.
has the responsibility for who? Ability for who?
Are you going to?
Who has? I'm asking you. Who has the responsibility for who?
You don't have a responsibility.
You guys are okay. So if you're breaking the law, who's supposed to arrest you?
Sir,
If you're breaking the law, who's now? You guys are resisting arrest. That's going to be a $10,000 fine for each of you. That you're all going to be billed. You're all going to be charged. Everybody's name and badge number, starting with you.
8105.
Name.
SPEIER.
792.
Bullshit, 8618.
Thank you. Why do you guys need to know about cameras? Hey, I just want to know, why do you guys need to know about cameras?
What are you talking
Are you guys? Oh, Cam. You said Cam behind you. Sorry.
He's wants your name and your badge. Well,
And you know, since I already let them know, I placed you all under arrest for a class 6 felony for unlawful arrest because you don't have any. She's not a surety or have any legal joinders with the state. Now I'm going to give you guys an education here. Your name is police, for God's sakes. That's a root word, policy. You enforce policies like McDonald's policy, joinders with the state, no driver's license, no plates, no kind of connection to the state. You have zero. You are public servants that enforce public policies. That means if someone does not, and nobody's towing this car. Where are the keys?
because it hasn't had registration on it about.
It's not a public car.
You're operating on a public roadway, are you not?
There's I can give you 10 Supreme Court public roadways unless you're engaged in commerce. Was she engaged in commerce?
Go for it. Tell me your 10 things.
I'll pull them up and send them to you. I have your name. Okay, I'll send it to you. There are definitely multiple Supreme Court rulings, and I read judges. I don't read police handbooks. I go through judges' rulings. And judges in Supreme Courts, state courts, U.S. District Court engaged in commerce on the public roadways, you have a right to travel on them and use them as you see fit for your own personal. The only reason that is licensed is because you have to have, in case like if I went into a library and started a business, licensing is only for things that are illegal otherwise. It's not illegal to travel in your private automobile. You will have to go to court too because I'm charging all of you. And you should be getting on the curb so I can arrest you. What are you guys, sovereign citizens? You don't believe you have to follow the law? Yeah, see? You don't believe you guys have to follow. No, you're not. The law says, look, see that? Non-commercial, private. Yeah? So what makes it a commercial vehicle? How is it operating? Operating as a commercial vehicle. So you guys don't have any answers. You don't know the law. Do any of you even know the first 5 elements of the... Impress me with your law knowledge. What are the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
The right of citizens to travel on public roads and transport their property on them, whether by horse-drawn carriage or automobile, is not merely a privilege that the city can arbitrarily permit or deny, but a general right that citizens possess under the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thompson versus Smith, 154 SE 579, 1930. Citizens have the right to travel on public roads by automobile, and they cannot legally be deprived of this freedom in this context. This citizen deserves commendation for standing up to criticize and condemn the police's lack of legal knowledge, especially in the context of the First Amendment and the right to travel. The police's detention of the woman mentioned in the video is entirely unjustified, constituting an infringement of the Fourth Amendment with an unlawful arrest.
No? Don't know him? Don't know him? So you guys are supposed to be enforcing the law and you don't know it. You know policies. That's why you're called police. Policy, police. See how they go together? You guys are not law enforcers. Did constitutional law enforcers, even though they're not acting like it now. They act like policy enforcers, but you guys are, by your very name, policy Now you're stealing a car. So you're adding that to the offenses. And I know you're a lieutenant, so you know what that's why you won't say anything. Because if I was wrong, you'd say, no, you're wrong because of this and this and this, but you won't because you know I'm right. Right?
I'm not discussing this.
Yeah, he's already been bonded out. The judge never replied. The courts never replied. No one ever replied.
She'll be out quick then, right?
We'll see. She shouldn't be in there at all. What's quick? Quick is now. In an unlawful arrest, and you're all still technically under arrest. I came here and placed you under arrest for what have you guys done? You've enforced a policy you don't have any authority to enforce. She's not a commercial vehicle. She's traveling on the road as a private citizen. There's, like I told this guy, or that guy over there, there's at least 10 Supreme Court cases that I've read from judges specifically saying that the right to travel is not to be infringed, travel on the public roadways unless they're engaged in commerce of some sort. Her thing says non-commercial, commercial vehicle. She's not engaged in commerce on the road. What do you have to say about that? You don't have any, you're just like, I can be held liable. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You're right. You guys, we'll see if it shows up. How do you pronounce your name? It's a War. What kind of name is that? Thai? You don't look Thai. Not only that, whoever, do you have a copy of the warrant? I'd like to see a copy of the warrant because anything that is copyrighted property has an unauthorized usage fee of $500,000. So that's going to be really expensive for somebody. And you know what? See, that's non-judicial. I don't have to go to court. I'm just going to be billing you guys in the mail. You're just going to get a bill and then I'm going to place a lien on you. Until you go to court, you're going to have to go to court and prove me wrong, which you aren't going to be able to do. Because you can do this shit on the street, but you're not now. I know the law. I do. Unlike you guys, I can state the 5 elements of the First Amendment. You can't. Law thing there is. And you can't state the 5 elements of the First Amendment, can you? Name them. I'll give you one. Religion. Freedom of religion. What's the other for it? It's pathetic. And you guys call yourself law enforcement. You're not law. That in itself is a fraud. That's why you're called police. Why would they have a separate law enforcement from the sheriff? They already have one. Why would they create policy enforcers? For policies. For commercial policies. You guys are like the McDonald's, like, guys, you can't start selling lasagna on your own. You have to follow McDonald's policies. Just like if you just ate and take Social Security and get free lunches from the state, then you have to follow their policies. She doesn't have, you haven't given any with the state because she doesn't have any. She's already wrote the government. She's already wrote the Treasury. She's already wrote the judge, everybody, and told her she doesn't have any connections with the state. She doesn't have a driver's license. She doesn't have registration. She has 0 connections with you guys. You are out of your league here, all of you.
Yep.
Arrest. We'll add that to your crimes. Kidnapping, unlawful arrest, resisting arrest. You'll all be getting your summons. And you'll all be getting, when you go to apply for a car, they go, you can't get anything.
Police must adhere to legal regulations and respect citizens' rights. Requesting ID and impounding a citizen's property without specific evidence is a violation of civil rights and should be taken seriously. Citizens have the right to protect their interests, and law enforcement agencies need to operate within the legal framework, demonstrating respect and transparency in all situations. Through their actions, the citizen has asserted the right to personal protection and emphasized that requests for ID must be based on clear legal grounds. Meanwhile, the police need to be fully aware of their authority and comply with legal regulations to avoid abusing their power. Ignorance of the law and improper conduct by law enforcement officials can lead to violations of personal rights and erode public trust in the legal system. Ultimately, this serves as an important reminder of the role of transparency and accountability in law enforcement. Protecting citizens' rights and enforcing the law fairly is not only the duty of authorities, but also an essential right of every individual in society. Let us learn from such situations to promote a fair legal system that respects everyone's rights. Wishing you a great day.